welcome back to Under the Table, episode 72.
Wow. That was some form of energy.
It's been 100 years.
It's been 100 years. How are you guys doing today?
Doing good.
Tired, but I got a new car, so
Nice.
offsets, you know?
Not on fire. So
It all works
doing
out.
Yeah, well, I did blow up my engine in my other car, necessitating
Overachiever.
getting this car, you know?
Yeah, well,
First time I've ever just straight up blown up an engine.
That does
Maybe
not
try
sound like a fun
harder.
experience.
Do better.
It was not fun at all.
I've blown up an engine once a long time ago.
Y'all are.
Yeah.
Actually, I lied. I blew up the engine in an S10 when I was like 19.
I am impressed and also like terrified. Like, how does one?
Well, I was also 19 or like 20. No, I was like, probably 20.
You just don't change the oil. That's all.
Just hadn't changed the oil in a long time.
Right. That's exactly the easiest way.
Well, I may have gotten close then.
To defend myself on the most recent one, the S10, I absolutely was a stupid 19-year-old and probably didn't change the oil. This one, I did, but somehow I was having coolant problems. Like I kept, over like 3 weeks, my engine kept running hot and I was like, I'm out of antifreeze and coolant. And then apparently it was somehow sucking coolant into the engine. And I don't even know
problem
how
right there.
that happens.
Yeah, I don't think that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, pretty sure that's
Some
not
streams got crossed. You know?
Hey, you're not supposed to cross streams. Yeah, that's a problem right there.
Thank you for your mechanical wisdom.
That'll be $300.
6,000 is
Oh,
actually
yeah,
what it
okay,
was.
yeah.
Which is why I got a new car. Because I was like,
Yeah.
I'm not putting $6,000
I'm good.
into a
No.
14-year-old Prius.
That ain't
Yeah,
it.
that makes
No.
sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
Good call, though. Good call.
Yeah.
Good call.
Oh.
Can I
well,
completely shift gears real quick?
Sure. I was about to do the same. Yeah.
I specifically want to get like Dustin's take. I don't know. So I went and got I went and got a bunch of vegetables today. I'm gonna plant my garden this week
Nice.
weekend.
Okay.
Have y'all gotten any garden goodies yet? Any?
I just revealed a bunch of my plants from their winter homes, which is very exciting. Of course, I'm in Canada, so I'm a little bit behind you. So I unwrapped my one slightly warmer weather grapevine, and I think it's still alive. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. So far, in the 5 years of having it, I haven't killed it. This might be the year. Who knows? But I got my veggie garden already, and I put in my cold weather crops. So my kale is planted, and I had a couple already volunteer from last year. So I'm very excited.
Nice.
Oh, that's exciting!
So
y'all are ahead of
E-Rob's
me.
changed her name to Dustin.
So I just got really excited, okay? It was the first time I got to do yard work for the year. I had snow up until 2 weeks ago.
I
week
made
and
the
a half
question
ago.
to everybody. It was. I was just like, I know Dustin has had multiple guardians.
What's funny is it looked like he hadn't done anything, so E-Rob's probably jumped in and saved that bacon, you know?
Well, I mean, I have a lot of plans, you know, and I have a lot of wood chips. I'm like getting prepared. I just moved, so you know, there's a lot of you can't just plop down a garden. You know, you got to
really
plan
think
it
about
out a
that.
little bit, and those
You
are
gotta
all of
figure
the
out
excuses I'm
placements.
using.
And
Those are all
Soil.
the excuses I'm using.
Yeah, so I've planted 2 blueberries, so I'm on the permaculture train.
That's awesome.
But that's all I've done, really.
That'll
I
pay
haven't done
dividends
any
later.
other
Dividends, true.
No, I want to get a lot of
Blueberry
blueberries like the old
dividends.
place.
Yes, y'all was going to say, y'all's kids are blueberry fiends, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Probably
part
not
blueberry.
anymore, but I still am. I
Okay,
had some
well.
today from last year. Yeah.
They've moved on to raspberries.
Oh, wow.
But they can come up to me. I've got raspberry bushes. You know?
Yeah.
Just hop, skip,
We
and a
need
jump.
some
Send them over.
raspberries.
Raspberries.
Well, you are the new
Raspberries.
Dustin E-Rob. So.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What a true honor to be the new. Oh my god!
They
what I
can
want
make
for
raspberry jam with me.
I bequeath
you have
my
to-
identity onto you.
But you have to take care of his kids, so good luck.
Oh, as long as I can give them back at some point. So I do frequently get to hang out with my niece and take care of her. I did the daycare run this morning. I was rewarded when we dropped her off at daycare. Normally she does not care about me anymore. And I did get a hug this time. That hug was more of a bump
Winning.
against the
Feels
knees
good.
before she ran away, but I will take it, okay?
Yeah.
That's adoration.
Take it.
essentially.
Take your wins. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, speaking of gardens, my father is growing. He's all excited for his garden. And it's funny because the last 3 times he's swung by the house, we'll talk about something else, probably NASCAR or whatever, but it always pivots to his garden, and he does the same thing every time. He's done it 3 or 4 times now. He's like, hey, is there anything that I'm going to start my little garden. Is there anything in particular you want to grow? And which is very adorable. But then he lists about 16 vegetables that he's already planning to grow. And I'm like, Pops, for one,
you got him covered.
You've asked me this 3 times. And for another, you're growing every vegetable. I don't know what what you're expecting here.
I just want you to have the option in case.
Seems
just
like
want
you
a
got a
specific
hand.
I just
breed of
want you to
tomato.
participate. That's all.
Just waiting for you to throw that Swiss chard out there and be like, let me go run and get that. I got it. It's bitter. I don't actually like it.
What's the really gross fruit? The one that's known for being stinky?
Durian.
Durian. Yeah, I need durians, Pop.
Don't think that'll grow here.
That's
Well, I
wild.
need you to make it work.
Next thing you know, he's got a greenhouse growing a durian. Got all the temperature control. Just give me 10 years, I'll have a durian plant for you.
Oh man. Well, where plants have a hard time growing?
In the desert.
In the desert, yeah.
No kidding.
Have you guys ever been to a desert? You ever hung out in a desert?
I have not.
I've driven through a desert for sure.
Definitely driven through a desert for sure.
The closest I've driven is through the west side of Texas, which is more plains than it is desert.
Same.
Yeah.
I drove Hattiesburg to Los Angeles one time,
Woof.
and the feeling of finally getting to the border of Texas and getting to the next state after the desert that is West Texas. But then it was such a whiplash feeling because I was like, yes, New Mexico. And then 20 minutes later, I was like, this is more West Texas.
Yeah, dude. I heard it takes 3 years to drive across Texas.
Basically.
It's crazy how long if you're making the drive out west and you're going through Texas, dude, you're there for so long.
God,
so long.
man.
We did the drive out to Colorado and went through Texas, and it was just this is
Awful.
Just watch the entire extended release of all the Lord of the Rings.
I know. I went to sleep when we got to Texas on the way back, right? I was like, I went to sleep.
Still Texas.
I just woke up and I slept for a solid 10 hours. I was like, where are we?
Impressive.
Texas,
It's still Texas.
It's still Texas.
I
Wait,
was
maybe
with
that's
someone
not Texas.
in Edmonton for Gamescom Canada, and for some reason she thought that I was driving there from Ontario. And she's like, you'll have your car, right? It's like, it will take me 3 days just to leave Ontario. And then it's 2 more provinces.
Gosh.
No.
I've never had the opportunity
Light out
to
for the
drive through
territories,
Ontario.
baby.
But I will say, driving through Saskatchewan and Alberta was not fun.
I hear it's
it's
very
just
flat.
so flat and just so
Yeah.
boring.
That's why I fly and avoid it. That's
Did
a
you
lie.
guys-
I've been to Saskatoon at least.
Did you guys know this about me? That deserts or wide open ocean or deep space,
Thalassophobia.
yeah, I have.
Yeah.
Well, it's not thalassophobia, right? Because that's scared of what might appear, right? In those,
Yeah, it's generally water, large
Yeah.
bodies of water and the unknown beneath it.
my fear is
That's
just
my jam.
long stretches of emptiness. You know what I mean? I had reoccurring dreams about that. I'd wake up and my bed would just be either in the middle of a desert or in the middle of an endless checkerboard floor that just went on in all directions. You know what I mean?
Kenophobia. The fear of
Kenophobe.
voids/emptiness.
Yeah.
Hemophobia?
That would be blood.
Keno phobia.
Kenophobia. Okay.
I'm afraid of the lottery gambling game that they play in Vegas. Isn't that what it's called? Keno? It's basically rounds of lottery, number drawing.
Maybe. But my dumb brain is thinking Plinko. I was like, no,
Plinko.
it's not Plinko.
So like, I don't like deserts.
I don't like deserts.
I don't like the wide open ocean.
I don't like sand.
You couldn't catch me out in deep space.
Of course,
like
gets everywhere.
All those things that happen in sci-fi, where like a astronaut like
spacewalk and shit.
Becomes like detached and are just like floating.
That is terrifying.
That is so scary
Dude.
to me, man.
Yeah, it is terrifying.
The fear of falling up into nothing. Like
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
And there's
everything.
literally nothing that you or anyone can do.
No,
You just go. You go.
Yeah.
just floating forever until you die of starvation.
At least if I'm floating in the ocean, I can pretend that I have some power of my situation because I can, move my limbs in the water and make some propulsion. We'll ignore the fact that, it's almost impossible to do a water rescue if you're alone in the middle of the ocean.
Sure, yeah.
It's fine.
Don't think about it.
gotta
But
make
it's that
friends with-
almost. It's that almost that gives me hope.
There's some really wild surviving in the ocetion stories. Like there really are. If you want some real fun, look up the story of the Aura Lynn. There was a couple that they got shipwrecked in their boat, and they were in the lifeboat, and the wife at one point harnessed sea turtles to the boat
Yes.
to make them pull
yeah.
it. And it did actually work for a bit before the turtles went in different directions.
That sounds like some kind of like that sounds like some kind of like Pirates of the Caribbean type shit. That
Right?
Is it?
I think they did.
Right.
Yeah,
To Life
I think
of
they
Pi?
copied that.
dude, like for real, like Captain Jack Sparrow tied some fucking turtles, to
She
a raft.
literally did that.
It's a very stupid take on that, but there's an American Dad episode where Roger the alien, they're stuck on a island and he ropes a bunch of seagulls together, but then he says, yeah, and like hits the reins, immediately breaks all their necks.
Breaks all of it. That's just funny. Yeah.
Got
So I
him.
can make with the turtles, and it made me sad.
There was one guy that survived on ketchup packets. Like, y'all remember that one? Oh, it was ridiculous.
Nature's
Yeah,
wild.
survived like for a fucking month. And it just like, there was like a bunch of ketchup packets that were like, I don't know what they were in. I think it was part of a plane crash or whatever. And like,
ketchup packets.
yeah. And survived on ketchup packets for, I don't know, like a month before he was rescued on a raft. It was just
That's
insane.
incredible.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, you smell like tomato sugar, man.
Yes, I do. Meet my new wife, ketchup packet.
Well, at least the Spellscar Desert isn't completely barren and without life. You guys
Got plenty of life.
you guys met.
Yeah.
You met I,
Some very unfortunate life.
Yeah, we admit
and you dispatched of I.
We did.
He
we
tried
did.
to eat us, okay?
Yeah.
I mean, the solace is that there's really no hard feelings.
No.
Yeah, he doesn't have any hard feelings either. This is just part of just the natural
part
way
of my
things.
nature.
Do you know? Do you know what this reminded? Okay, I'm sorry. I'll say this and then I'll shut up. There is a preview for a new like animated movie called Hoppers, where they're hopping into
Okay.
like
Oh,
animal
sure,
heads.
Yeah.
And basically this bear catches a beaver, and the main character is like, you can't eat that beaver, blah blah blah, and they're like, why not? It's the rule of the pond. I caught him, I can have him. That's like that's what I imagined. I being like, what? I got you, I can eat you. This
It's
is
like we're
fine.
friends.
Yeah.
We're friends.
It's fine now.
And your food.
I eat you now. Yeah.
Friends and food.
You know what? So that was a crazy experience, and in the midst of all of it, I forgot to mention something. You guys leveled up.
We sure did. We sure
Did we? I forgot.
Yeah, well, that's our episode. So you
We're
leveled
leveling
up.
up on air, guys.
Yeah. And you have this cave, which seems to be as good a place as any to camp for the night, because you've completed your first day of hiking across the desert towards the Cradle of Quartz.
Adam, do you mean the cave full of bones that I lived in?
I mean, yeah, if you want to frame it that way.
You want to frame it that way? You want to bring up that specific piece of information?
To me, that's future instruments and armor, but whatever,
What is this, Monster Hunter?
And just to also remind you guys are on you think 3-day, trek to the Cradle of Quartz. while the rest of the folks are back at the wreck, the airship wreck, trying to piece together the airship, which is being led by Hiram, which you guys are not very comfortable about.
Not comfortable at all.
No.
You know,
I'm sure this will go perfectly fine.
and the goblins and Asteri and Lucky. When you left, Asteri apologized to Emir for being so weird, gave him a scarf to wrap around his neck, and Emir had this strange sense of smelling himself on the aura of Asteri, which was strange. And Pookie freaked out. And you're like, well, I don't know what to do with this information, so we're leaving. And that's what happened. So let's join our heroes after they've kind of set up camp, moved some of the bones out of the way, and have created a fire, and it's in the evening now. Let's check in with the crew. What do you say?
All right. Shoot.
Sounds good.
Let's do it.
Nah.
All right. Well, that's on you guys. I'm going to sit back and watch this episode.
Well, I mean, first and foremost, George is handling the mood music, the ambiance.
Absolutely.
You know, while other people were having to work and move bones and stuff, he's like, I'm going to inspire you guys with some delightful fiddle and perhaps some pipes.
What are you playing?
A delightful fiddle and perhaps some pipes.
I know what song.
Well, actually, he would not be playing this now, but the opportunity is too great to pass up. A Dirge of Doom, because I took Dirge of Doom finally.
That's
You're like,
definitely
hey, George,
relaxing.
that music is a little dark.
Yeah, yeah.
Play
It's like
something
super
else.
heavy. Yeah.
Quit playing in mine.
Mood's
take
a little
requests.
bummy.
Hey
Like,
guys, check this out, and then everybody's like, "Ah!"
It's like the horror strings from a horror movie. Like,
Yeah,
Apprehension engine.
yeah. What, you don't like it?
no.
I think you should stick to your, your hits.
Greatest hits.
Well, this is going to be a greatest hit for anybody who crosses our path and looks at us crossways.
Well, lucky
you
there's all friends here, so, just maybe some, way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, maybe? I really like that one.
Ustradi.
Australia.
There you go.
By Alan Jackson.
Man, you're missing. The point of the game is to be slightly legally distinct.
Alton Star Jackson. All right.
Bam
Jackson.
Jackson or something. You know?
Right.
Yeah, we actually, I opened for him one time.
Oh, Buford Jackson? All right, so yeah, you guys are sitting around a campfire. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot to discuss here. And there is your level ups, so I don't know how, I mean, I can choose one of you like this as a class, or we could just kind of do
I
it.
mean, I already volunteered.
Yeah, you
some
did. You already
information.
you're setting the stage. There's some music being played. He's
Dirge of
not
Doom.
specifically playing Dirge of Doom. He starts it and it's like, oh, maybe not now. And plays.
As soon as you guys react negatively to the Dirge of Doom,
it works.
George cuts eyes at you, doesn't have to say a word because of the intimidating glare that is coming off of his aura. Because I, as a skill feat, took intimidating glare, so that I don't even have to talk to people or speak their language to make them chicken.
Make him a chicken. Okay, so what's funny is Jules also, I took it before, but I also have intimidating glare. I just never
It's a family trait.
It's a family trait. We got it when we learned to
Y'all just got
stank eye
RBF.
Sean.
We got it
is
from
what
my
it is.
mama.
I mean, tripled down with the Suva over here with the infiltrator's draw with the intimidation on Pawn drawing her crossbow.
We're a bunch of scared
Hell
mofos.
Yeah, one Dirge
yeah.
of Doom
Cutting
makes
glares.
everybody in the area frightened. So, we're going to be such a fear, pumping out fear to our enemies kind of party. We've got that
Stats.
handled.
That's solid.
Yeah.
I, for once, didn't actually take anything that involved intimidation or demoralization, because we seem to have that in spades around here. Instead, I had the choice of either going offense or defense. Went offense. Class feat, champion, level 6 smite. Finally, I finally
Nice.
just
Nice.
that
Class
spot.
identity unlocked, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It's just a core like ability of the champion. You know,
Yeah, you will. I mean, like Smite is going to be.
Game
Even if there
changer.
was something else that you were like really excited and you're like have a little buyer's remorse, like every time you successfully land a smite, it's gonna make you feel good, right?
yeah.
So like that's worth taking now.
Absolutely. It just makes you feel good, you know? So it still requires me to hit, so, you know, that's the thing. That said, though, also went with Cadence Call as my archetype, which is part of the martial dedication. Cadence Call just is similar to the haste that Heath, or rather George, can provide, but without him having to spend a spell slot, insofar that it is a... on this turn, I can give everybody an extra action to stride exclusively.
Nice.
But
That's useful.
the penalty behind it, though, is on the next turn, you are then slowed one. So you gain one stride action to lose an action the following turn.
Yeah.
So,
But
I mean, it's
that
something that
can
you
be-
may do if you want to. If you need that extra stride to do whatever.
Close distance.
Yeah, you're setting that
Exactly.
cadence.
Or
So you're out
to
of
get
distance to
away.
heal?
Like if
Yes.
there's
Or-
a bomb that's gonna blow up and it's like everybody get away now.
Exactly. Yeah.
100%. And
So good.
all that takes is just it's an action on my part to do, and I can do it like once per minute.
So once per battle. basically.
Yeah, exactly. And then finally, just to round it all off, I went with quick repair, just because if I'm going to be blocking with my shield, this
Which you
was
are.
just exactly. This is a logical progression. First, it was to get the reinforcing rune on my shield, then to actually get quick repair. That way, I can consistently, like, I don't have to worry about waiting at opportune times to spend like an hour to repair my stuff. I can just turn that into a minute to repair.
Nice.
Nice.
All right. Well, that's I like some nice, well-rounded stuff going on here.
I misspoke. It's Crossbow Terror. I already had Infiltrator's Draw.
No, I
mixing
added
up all
both
my
for you.
names. Yeah,
No,
thank you.
Yeah.
You didn't have either one of those, and I decided like Crossbow Terror is
then.
good, but I wanted to give you Infiltrator's Draw too, just to kind of make you feel a little bit more well-rounded as a
thank you.
character here. You're welcome.
I appreciate that. It's mighty kind of you.
Yeah.
So just real quick, okay, so we all are at this, I guess this area of bones that we're moving and setting up the campfire, or what? I'm just trying to understand.
We're at the
We're
campfire.
already, campfire's already
Yeah.
happened.
Okay.
We're
like
chilling.
all this, like you guys are settled in for the night around the campfire. You know, like George is playing a melody. That's where we're at.
Gotcha.
I think after everything's set up, you see kind of Emir start in. He's got a spacious pouch, so you start seeing him like pulling out things that are much too big for the pouch, and what looks like an actual set of artisan tools is arrayed around him. You know, all kind of different like alchemical reagents and things are sitting right there, and he's like in depth concentrating. You know, he's combining elixirs here and there. You know, speaking of combining elixirs, that's what I took for my class feat. So I can now, when I use quick alchemy, I can use another vial to put the effect of another elixir onto my elixir that I make. So one elixir gets 2 effects. Now I can also do that 2 healing elixirs to double the healing of my healing elixirs,
Nice.
Nice.
which is pretty
Yeah,
cool.
like to kind of drill down a little bit more on that, like he can take 2. The example they give in the text is he could take 2 lesser elixirs of life, combine them together to get, yeah, like you said, double it up. Like you get all those effects. It's really slick.
It is pretty cool because any elixir, so I can do like, you know, the numbing tonics and the soothing tonics to get temporary HP and fast healing on one pop.
So
So you can you drop that.
yeah.
But you do have to use the amount of vials.
Yes, I
Right.
do have to use an extra vial, but you know, action economy is king.
Yeah, totally.
So he's sitting there, combining everything. And Pookie is on his shoulder, and he's like, whispering to Pookie, getting his input and stuff. There's squirts, there's poots.
Well, there is, but like you can see Pookie really straining with his squelches, and like there's a thin line starts to form under his eye, his singular eye, and he like stretches that out. There's like goo attached, and finally he breaks and Pookie says, "Emir."
Pookie! Oh, just take your time.
Jules
sound out
shoots
your
it.
words. Sound out your words.
Turns of doom.
Stupid drops her crossbow.
I feel like that would just break a string.
So yeah, trying to talk, but it's very sloppy and messy.
Oh no.
I don't like this.
Did anyone get that? I didn't get that. Just take your time and just
I don't speak
enunciate.
Suvu gets all of her food out of spit
It's the
range.
first time you have any kind of mouth.
Emir.
Can we take it back?
Oh, don't listen to
broken.
them.
I'm not sure I like this.
We'll get you a nice mouth. It'll have teeth,
And
nice and straight.
You can tell that Pookie is trying to like work it into a functional mouth, but I mean he is a ball of goo, so no matter what, it's going to be a little wet when he talks.
Frankly, he is talking too humanly. Like, this is very disturbing. This got too many words and too much vocabulary. Don't like.
Emir.
You need to speak
Pookie?
wetly there. Adam.
Emir.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I see what is going on here. This is going to take some time. How about we just, let's just, chat, small talk, do all that stuff. Maybe
And Pookie seems very excited, and like it took a lot of effort and will for Pookie to be able to do this, and you could tell that there's like just something that he's like wanting to say, but it's too fresh.
too much for him right now.
Yeah, it's like a lot, it's taking and like basically he like opens his mouth, says your name, and then like that energy is enough for him to like tap out,
Just kind of deflate a little bit, like,
yeah, he's
like
yeah.
A lot of effort.
oh, he is plumb tuckered out. As you can see, make sure you all compliment Pookie. I don't want to hear any negative words about Pookie. He is sensitive.
Suvu leans over to Jules and whispers in her ear, "Is that normal? Is that you let that travel with you?"
No, this is new. I mean, it's made, squeaky, splotty sounds before, but the actual words, that's new. And Jules is like looking at Pookie in a mirror, this real cockeyed kind of. I'm just gonna step out, like while they're kind of like, yes, Pookie, yes. I'm like, I'm gonna step into a little bit of air.
And George, not whispering at all, is like, it used to be cute.
I wouldn't mean to shoot it, but it would startle me, and I would shoot it.
No,
It
same,
would not
absolutely.
be intentional, but it would happen.
You're lucky he's asleep.
Tell him not to sneak up on me when any flickering light is going on, or not in full daylight, please.
Well, he knows not to wander. He has his little pocket. And, he's a little
I
shy.
don't want
So
to hear about his little pocket.
it's right here. Yeah, he does have a little like pocket for familiars. So he has a little pocket on his like on Emir's vest mixed with all the other satchels and stuff that he sits in.
Oh, like it's a pocket on your clothes.
Yeah, it's a pen.
Yeah.
Okay.
That-
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
That's not the
Carrying
kind of
pouch.
pocket. I thought you were saying he had like a built-in installed pocket.
Is it a dimensional thing, or is it literally just like a little sack that he kind of
Yeah,
has?
it's
like a
just the
little
familiar
slot
satchel
for him.
that you
Okay.
can get. Yeah,
Yeah.
that you can. It's a little satchel he can sit in. But so I, since I had the medic free archetype, I was able to take the feats a lot quicker, and so I was able to select a new free archetype. So I chose the Familiar Master, which allowed me to level up Pookie with 2 new familiar abilities. So now I have 1 more versatile vial that I can use, as well as he has the ability to speak. along with his other abilities that he had. So
Brandon,
there we go.
Another character, another voice joins.
That's right. That's right.
This is a surprising development. How did this?
Just continue to do this with
No.
forever.
No.
Can
no.
we?
Can we sew that back up?
Yeah,
gotta murder
well,
Pookie.
maybe in time it'll be like an Alexa thing where like he can learn different voices and we can just install like the pleasant Australian lady voice, you know?
You know that is not a bad idea. I mean, I'm sure I can figure it out. He could be a backup singer.
Absolutely not.
I mean, you don't.
If we can work out the phonetics of things, sure, why not?
Yes. I could have some alchemical lungs that are like huge. No, that would mess up his aesthetic. Anyway, so it's a lot to think of.
The aesthetic. Oh,
Okay.
So this is a new development. How did this come about?
Well, obviously he had something to tell me. Once he learns how to work his new mouth and his abilities, I'm assuming he will be able to tell me what is wrong. I don't really know.
Should we anticipate any other surprises, like legs and arms?
Yeah, what's
ravenous
next,
sense
Dr.
of hunger.
Jankenstein?
I mean, he is an
feathers.
ooze, so I would expect anything from him.
oh, well, lovely.
I will let you know though. If I begin experimenting, he might have a leg or an arm. I will let you know, or fins, or a tail, or horns. It really, I can keep going.
And he just, what's his name? Bruce just pulls out his little book, like his little holodeck, and starts scratching in the back, like scratching notes in the back. Yeah. It's like, this is absolutely fascinating. Cheese and crackers.
I thought you were making a note that it's a crime against your god.
This is a crime against most gods.
Smite you later.
He's truly like a programmable machine. So, I mean, I assume your god would approve of old Pookie.
Only if it's thrown into the gears to be grease.
And he's like kind of
Come on,
pondering
you
there for a second. I'm not going to speak on what Brig would approve or not approve on in this situation.
Jules has stepped just outside the cave, and I'm sorry. Were you done, Dustin? I didn't mean to.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And she's just kind of like piddling around with her gun, and she starts kind of scooting back and forth, kind of like a shuffle, like pulls her gun out, steps back, pulls her kukri out, steps back, doing this kind of shuffle back and forth in and out, just kind of like scooting around the sand, sort of
Doing like a sea walk.
kind of a like pseudo fight against herself kind of type thing. And with that, she sort of figures out some new movement styles, as I took Drifter's Juke as part of my class feat. You move in and out of range to complement your attacks. You step, make a strike, step, and make another strike. One must be ranged and the other must be melee or unarmed attack. You can choose not to take one or both steps, which I really like. So this is going to help pull movement a lot better for Jules. Hopefully keep
I
us...
mean, you get to do the like jump in, strike, and jump out thing so much more efficient.
That's very cool.
Nice. Absolutely.
And while she's out there kind of fitzing about with that, she's also doing some tinkering on her gun. Because she recently started doing has the Searing Restoration on there now as well, and is trying to figure out a few other ways to be more versatile on the battlefield. And what's more versatile than an explosion? And that's
Truly.
one of the things.
Pretty much solves all problems.
Solves all problems.
It's a great remover of things.
In my experience. Got a problem? Explode it.
I know a book series that is the answer 100% of the time.
This whole adventure path on
Right? And essentially this innovation can explode on command. Like the innovation gets the explode action, which I can intentionally make my gun go kasplurt. And it deals 2D damage.
That's what it does.
It does
Is that the
splurt.
sound it makes?
I programmed it to make that sound.
Like that
And you
about
guys
as
were
much
hating
as
on
mouth
Pookie.
Pookie. I can dislike two things, Adam.
Yeah, exactly. My hate is boundless.
It makes sense that you dislike both. I'm confused of why she chose to go with that option.
Yeah.
When she literally could have chosen anything.
If I could explain my brain, my dude. Woo.
Yeah, well,
So, but that's pretty cool. And to assist with any shenanigans that might have occurred during the explosion, I also took quick repair.
There you go.
nice. All right, I like it. It sounds like everybody has some decent upgrades. This is a good level for everybody, I think.
Yeah.
I think Asuba's just sitting in the corner practicing her crossbow draw. Not at Pookie.
I do want to go ahead.
I was just gonna say that once some time is settled, I don't know, maybe we're heating up some tins of beans or something. But George, as has become just sort of his time filler, nervous habit, whatever, but just starts shuffling through the cards in the hero deck, and maybe is like popping off little spells and just like trying out the effects of the hero on his spells, but then spends kind of 10 minutes really focusing on them, and his aura, his active hero, he can now get it back after 10 minutes. I took Restore Omen as my my archetype feat, so now at the beginning of every day I can draw a card, get an active hero, and when I cast a spell, I can use to do hero casting, but there's a chance that I lose it, right? And so prior to this, if I did so and lost it, I'd have to wait till the next morning to get another active hero. Now this frees me up to really use that hero casting more liberally, and like, okay, well, I just got to take a 10-minute rest to get it back active again,
Nice.
Nice.
Cool.
Could basically refocus your hero.
It makes it just frees me up to use it more consistently and not like be precious about it.
Right. All right. So you guys are all kind of like sitting with your new skills and abilities and stuff, and I just want to ask you guys, kind of getting into your characters' heads a little bit. Are there any things? Is there any things that you guys would be discussing? Like, I mean, you have all this paranoia about Hiram. You have these questions about Emir. There's where you're going. Like this whole journey to the Cradle of Quartz and Casawana, and what's his involvement in all this. I mean, there's just like a lot of things that are just hanging over there, and I feel like your characters would be talking about this, but maybe they wouldn't. I don't know. I just wanted to, at this point now, I kind of want to shift and check in with the headspace of your characters.
So, I think for Bruce, I think he would be staring at the fire, and he would be thinking about this, because this would be on his mind of like, well, we finally set up camp, but we are a distance away from the ship that's being repaired. And it weighs heavy on his mind, his last words that he said to Sweet Pop. And he's thinking about that, reflecting on it. And, I guess he, while lost in the fire, just thinks to himself, I sure hope he's all right. And he's just kind of, I don't know, rubbing his fingers along his little book, I told him, I made sure to tell him to stay away from Hiram.
Look, it's going to be more dangerous out here with us. We're the calm before the storm right now, but once we move further in,
I understand that. It would be much more dangerous than being along with us, but I just I don't know. Out here, the mind wanders.
we'll be all right. It's us we need to be worrying about.
Well, so, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I feel like he's going to be all right. I mean, that Hiram has a purpose, and there's plenty of people about, so
Nothing happens by accident in the realm of the cheese god.
That joke is never funny.
I beg to differ.
That was a perfect pause.
I bet you're a blast as an audience member at stand up too.
Stand up. No,
I
sit down.
imagine that he's probably heard that joke as much as I've heard the "Where's Eve" joke. You know?
Oh God.
Oh gosh, yeah. Oh, but yeah. He's just kind of like, just I don't know, just twiddling his thumb, thinking about it. You know.
Thinking about Sweep Up.
Yeah, thinking about Sweep Up. You know.
What is he thinking about with Casawana and this mission from your church or whatever?
So,
from God?
I'm on a mission from God.
Mission from God.
Well, no, that's. I mean, as much of the meme that is, I mean, that's in his mind. Yes, he is on a mission to God and from God, and it's not his place to question his destiny, but to execute their will. And but I mean, of course, being a dwarf, but he has his own thoughts on the matter, and that's just that. He hopes that whatever comes out of this, that even though he's got this, I don't want to call it destiny, okay, over,
he's got a missive.
Yeah, he's got a missive. Yeah, he's got a missive, and for him, he hopes that it somehow resolves the situation that he's of what's going on with the Pirate Knight. He doesn't know how it's connected, but he just knows that to go towards the Cradle of the Courts is to go towards revelation of towards his mission, as opposed to his missive. You know what I'm saying? His missive tells him to go to the Cradle of the Courts.
Right. Yeah, well, Bruce thinking his gears are churning, if you'll forgive the pun.
Never.
Asuvu, what do you think about your new adventuring group? Now, you were, just to remind you, Erob, Asuvu was excited and eager to join this group once that she found out that they were on the side of trying to stop the
don't want to release Pirate Knight to the masses.
Yeah, and she had heard about it through intel that she got from somebody in the Church of Bry, which is why her and Bruce got on so well back on the ship. But now you're part of the crew and you're deep off in the desert. What is Asuvu feeling?
I think she doesn't know these people super well, but she's seen them in action, and how people act under pressure says a lot to who they are all the way through, below the surface level. And so she's definitely formed the opinion that, these people are a little crazy. These people are a little odd and getting odder, but it's very clear that they're very dedicated to what is actually best for Alkenstar and for its people, and stopping a weapon of potential mass destruction getting out to bad hands. So she's feeling like she's in the right place to undertake her own ideals, and she's a very persistent little gnome, and she'll use whatever tools she can to get the job done, and she thinks these are some pretty good tools.
Yeah.
And she's likewise a tool in their tool belt to get the job done, right?
Plus, you got some new bones.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Great.
Oh, yeah.
Love it. I'm so pleased with the new bones.
You can whittle some of them into some lockpicks, and all the.
No, I don't think we're going to do that.
Skeleton key.
She's a little sad
I'm just
missing
saying,
Nolby
she
back
is a
at the
Tomb
ship.
Raider. She
is a Tomb Raider, yes.
She
She's
is a
not
Tomb Raider.
unfamiliar with bones, but she likes them to be prettier and encased in more high-cost packaging that she can, maybe fence.
I
Or at
already
least
have a
put it in a
skeleton
museum.
key. You don't need to get another one. I've already got one. You can borrow
exactly.
mine.
It's called explosion.
No, I actually have a skeleton key. I almost took shoot lock.
Yeah, shoot lock.
That is a fun one. But yeah, no, she's finding herself in good company. I think she's sort of like, she didn't realize how fun these people could be outside of immediate situations of action. You know, the fact that, you know, we're sitting around a campfire, George is playing some tunes and, you know, making some jokes and whatnot is kind of pleasant. It's a nice reprieve after, you know, manticore fights.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Gearing
like
up
to
for
check-
something terrible ahead, maybe, but we're
Something
getting a little
big.
fun
at
in the
least,
meantime.
you know? Yeah. Emily, let's talk about Jules for a second. Okay, she's out smoking a cigarella or something, playing with her gun outside. And I got the impression that she's just kind of like, I wouldn't say she's had enough of all this, but she's just exasperated by her current situation. So I want to dig into Jules' headspace of like, you know, she was an arms dealer before all this. You know what I mean? How's Jules feeling about her current situation?
So standing outside, kind of like 1 foot up, propped against the exterior cave wall, and she's looking out over the desert. And this is familiar to her because, you know, she's lived her whole life pretty much on the edge of this desert. But it's also like so different from everything because there's no people. It's so quiet out here. And that quiet kind of creates that creeping conversation with yourself in the back of your head. Where, like you said, this whole experience has been whiplash back and forth. This is nothing that she's ever been a party to before, and it's so far outside of her normalcy, I guess, that she's trying to think about, like, okay, how do I get back to me, to what I'm comfortable with? When we're done with all of this crazy chasing through the desert, finding all of this stuff, what does that mean when we find Castlevania, when we figure out this whole Pyronite situation? It's out there. It has been exposed to the greater public. One way or another, this is not, we're not going to be capping this off. We're not going to be solving this problem. This is a new weapon that has been unleashed onto the world. The cat's already out of the bag. She recognizes that what we're doing is helpful overall, but the reality is still there. That Alkenstar is now going to be a proving ground for this new form of weaponry, this Pyronite. And it's been kind of bopping around in her head. What does that mean for Alkenstar? What does that mean for the people of Alkenstar? What does it mean for me? And Jules is realizing that once all of this is over, she's probably going to change some of her tactics when it comes to gun running. And maybe we'll be running something different than guns. Because this is just too good of an opportunity to pass up. When you're gifted with the boom boom from the heavens, of course, why don't you make $1 off of it?
Damn.
It's a good thing Asuvu does not know Jules' inner monologue.
It's a good thing that Bruce does not know Jules' inner monologue.
It's already out there. If somebody is going to control the comings and goings and the passings to other individuals of this new weapon, why not it? Why shouldn't it be Jules?
Yeah.
I think
You
that's
got an
all
alchemist that might be a little bit
That's the slippery
agreeable,
steps,
maybe. I don't
isn't
know.
it?
I mean,
The first
I
step
do
on the
think-
slippery slope.
You know, I
get it.
I think she's been sliding on that slide her whole life.
Yeah.
So this,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say this is the first step. Is all I'm saying.
That is fair. The first step on the slippery slope of Pyre Knight specifically.
Oh,
Yes.
Of mass weapons, you know.
Right.
Listen,
And
Pyre
I-
Knight doesn't kill people. The explosion kills people.
and I do think it makes sense for
It totally makes sense for Jules.
Jules. And just one thing to consider before you all judge her.
I'm not judging Isubu as would
Okay.
be if she knew. She doesn't know. She doesn't
Right.
know.
Judgment is actually part of my class.
I don't need the specifics. I just want to articulate that I think that there is something to be said about her line of reasoning, and if somebody is controlling this in Alkenstar, somebody's got to, and maybe somebody can control it with benevolent intentions as opposed to something else. Who knows? Jules is her own woman. Who knows where it's going to go? But I do really like that thought process for Jules.
The more immediate concern is obviously getting through this and also figuring out the Hiram situation. That is
Driving her bonkers.
that's actually one of the reasons why she stepped out, because like she keeps trying not to, but she keeps casting glances at Emir. Like there is something going on with him and his whole little situation, and somehow Esteri and Hiram, I think, are all interconnected, and that she's just keeping a very wary eye of her dear friend Emir.
Fair. Well, let's go to your twin brother. Heath, what is George feeling in this moment? You know, he's out of the city that he hates so much. So is he happy, or where is he at? You know?
Yeah. I mean, it's a complex world in George's mind these days, particularly since his vision of the cosmos, right? I'm a sort of religious philosophical concept just keeps kind of like popping into my mind from Hinduism, and it's Shiva's cosmic dance, which is the idea that the universe is Brahman is the great all in Hinduism, but it's basically the universe remembering itself and forgetting itself, and the cycle of doing that over and over again. And he's kind of with this whole revelatory experience of how large everything is. There's, I think, initially this sort of lure towards nihilism, you know, like everything's so big, we're so insignificant, like what difference are we making, you know? But then a rejection of that, and I think in his mind he's like, okay, yeah, if everything's that big and grand, you can either say screw it, like nothing matters, morality doesn't matter, or you can embrace how small you are, right, and lean into the small. And like what's small in the cosmic sense is like the people that he cares about, and that he's the party that he's you know come to know, and even the city that he's hated for so long. Like I think he's had the time and the inclination to think about it a little bit. Like he what he hates about it is largely due to corruptive influence of bad actors, bad people, right? The very people that he wants to keep Pyre Knight out of their hands, right? So as much as he hates the city, like he would like to like the city one day, and for that to happen, it keeps coming back to Mugland and Loveless, and like these people are what's wrong with the world, with society, and that like they don't need the power of something like Pyre Knight. And so as far as our mission, like that's kind of his like, yeah, it's out there, somebody's going to control it, but those two need to not be the people to control it, you know? And so he's like kind of waffling constantly, and not like, I think for the first time, not in a frustrated way. Like here in this sort of peaceful to some degree setting, he can play his music, he can flip his cards, ponder on their meanings, he can remember the problem in front of him, the sort of puzzle that we're dealing with, and then forget it. And that there's nothing wrong with that, right? Like, let his mind wander into the sort of the grandeur of the cosmos and everything, but then it's just kind of coming back to it and going away from it. And for him, I think that's therapeutic, and like, it's nice to not have the pressure just in this moment of like either run away from a problem, or like solve, fix the problem, you know? And it's like, yes, we still have this on the horizon. Tomorrow's going to be a big day, but like right now, like, he can just take a minute to breathe and enjoy, and back and forth kind of think about what he can mean to Jules and the gang and to Alkenstar, and what his place in all this is, even though it's very small. Like, I think he's sort of subconsciously starting to develop a little mantra in his mind of like, embrace the small, you know?
I like it. I like it.
Very
good, Heath. That leaves Emir. You know, what is Emir chewing on?
He's got a lot on his mind, you know.
Yeah.
Initially, this was just, you know, he was a part of this group because he was wanted to get out of trouble, you know. And he had no real choice in the matter, it seemed like. But now it seems all of these other issues are more important to him. You know, figuring out the whole, why did he experience that hallucination, you know, with his kid? What is this connection with, I can't remember her name. Asteri. Like, what does Pookie know? Like, that was on the forefront of his mind when he got into this cave. And now that, like, he's put all of this work into kind of upgrading Pookie's abilities so he can, like, let him know, like, finally, like, what is going on, you know? It's not going to be a quick answer, you know? And that, at the same time, it frustrates him, and it's also relieving, because he doesn't have to think about it right now, you know? And he keeps telling himself that, you know, yeah, you don't have to think about this right now. Think about what is in front of you, what we need to do. We have this mission. So he, after doing all this, he feels like it's all business. You know, he's in this cave, honestly feeling pretty calm, like more calm than he's felt, you know, in the city or traveling with all the people, and thinking like, maybe this is like what I want for a little while. It's like, get away from the city, you know, those kind of thoughts coming into his head, or like, maybe after all this is over, we can have like normalcy, you know, what does that look like? But he would probably be like, you know, talking to Bruce, Jules and the team, just like getting out the maps, like where we're going next, you know, trying to plan out our journey to see if we can, you know, cut corners. What are we going to see in our path up to the Cradle of Quartz, to see, you know, trying to solve problems before they appear, you know.
Yeah. All right. Well, I want to give everybody a hero point for this. So everybody take one, and then I am going to read one of our co-inspirations here. Can somebody roll me a D8, please?
Who got it?
You do.
I already rolled it.
Okay, what'd you get? 6. Okay. This is from Porter Paladin.
What up, Porter?
Hey, PP.
So,
what up?
Porter?
The double P.
We got a PP inspiration. Okay. Here goes. Hey, buddy. I'm going to say buddies because it's for all of you. Hey, buddies. I know things have been tough lately. Sometimes it seems like the whole world is out to get you, huh? If it isn't unspeakable horrors in the mana waste, it's the long and crooked arm of the law reaching out to get you, or some other damn thing. It's easy to feel like there's just no way out, like the storm clouds on the horizon are just getting deeper and darker. But I'll tell you something. You can't give up. There are people who rely on you. People who believe in you. There are people who are out there cheering your name, or at least the Winkler's names. I added that a little bit there. Or holding it in their prayers. And you don't need to be ashamed that you don't feel strong enough to take on all the bastards by yourself. It's okay to rely on others. There's no shame in leaning on your friends or using dirty tricks to kneecap the high and mighty so you can cut them down to size. Remember, good does not mean weak.
That's right.
Underarmed isn't defenseless. One raindrop raises the ocean, and one person standing up to evil can make a whole city dare to dream.
Ooh, baby. Very apt. Very apt.
That hits so many levels.
You know, it just seems like they use their inspiration on that.
That's very good, Porter.
Fucking embrace the
good,
small,
Porter.
Porter.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
All right. Well, there's one final thing I'd like to do this episode. And this is after everybody's gone to sleep. Okay.
Well, I don't
in
like
their
to
bed
start.
rolls. Yeah.
So
Everybody's
the
in their-
music got quiet. What the hell?
Where's my agency?
Pookie, sing us a lullaby.
Well, it's
No.
funny you should mention that.
Oh no.
Prepare
So-
the dirge of doom.
After everybody's asleep, and kind of deep into the wee hours, Emir, you wake up and Pookie is directly on your chest, looking right at you with his one eye. And I mean, you can tell that he's like using every bit of will and energy he has, and he says, "Emir,
Yes.
are you awake?"
Yes, Pookie.
Emir, do you know who you are?
That is a very complex question. But
Yes.
No. Yeah. I'm assuming you know more than me.
Do you know who I am?
That is a very good question. Why have I not asked myself?
The answer to both questions is the same. You are me, and I am you. And I think so is Esteri. And we'll see you.
The actual
Wait,
fuck?
what? Huh? What?
Is this the 3-body problem? What is happening?
And then Pookie just like collapses out of total exhaustion.
Pookie wakes you up by saying, "Who are you?"
Yeah, pretty much. Okay then.
So we'll see you.
I got questions. I got questions.